Winter or summer, time passes as quickly in Exeter as anywhere else. From the earliest days of the movies, there has been a picture theater in town. Townspeople go fairly regularly, and Fred Markey, the manager, knows everyone's likes and dislikes.
Opened in 1915, the IOKA operated as a theater for over 9 decades, closing its doors in 2008. Sitting dormant for years, the fate of the building was unknown. Numerous attempts to save the historic building and bring back a theater or other businesses had failed. In March of 2020, developers David Cowie and Jay Caswell purchased the building as IOKA Properties LLC with the hopes of turning the former movie theater into a mixed-use building. We spoke with developer David Cowie to learn more about what made them interested in the building.
Sure, well, I got involved with Exeter back in 2013 with the Alro Shoe Factory. That was pretty much an empty building at the time, vacant, derelict, so brought that back to life over many years, driving back and forth through downtown, just looking at the IOKA every day and just wondering why that was sitting there empty. So when the opportunity came along to purchase the IOKA, it was almost like the next step in a development in Exeter.
Deconstruction work took place in late 2020 and was most likely unnoticed by residents other than the removal of the historic IOKA marquee. Due to the location of the building downtown, crews were unable to use large construction equipment and therefore much of the work inside was done by hand. The removal of the old theater's wooden facade revealed the beauty of the building's well-preserved brickwork, which is expected to be a prominent feature throughout the revitalized building. Reconstruction work began in late 2021. The extensive structural redesign includes the installation of an elevator shaft, the enlarging and strengthening of the riverbed footings, and a steel I-beam internal skeleton that will support the building for another century or two. Jay Caswell, partner of David Cowie at IOKA Properties LLC, has been heavily involved in the construction of the project and talked about the unique challenges of renovating a building in the heart of a downtown.
So on an old building like this, it was really socked in. There's a lot of logistical challenges building it. I kind of use this term a lot. It's kind of like building a ship in a bottle. We have to bring everything from the front, crane everything down. When you're renovating an old building, you run into things you don't expect.
Part of this process involved inserting a small portable crane into the interior of the building to assist with the installation of the steel girders on the lower levels of the building. Steelwork on the higher levels required unique devices and team effort. The lone I-beam being installed weighed over 2,700 pounds. Back on the outside of the building, the developers stated that their goal is to preserve as much of the original appearance as possible, while also paying tribute to its long history as the IOKA Theater. Additional windows will be added for the new upper-level floor. The back and roof of the building will be where the most visible changes will occur during the renovations. As residents can already see, windows and balconies will be added overlooking the river. There will also be a rooftop patio and garden. During construction, developer David Cowie realized the importance of restoring the alleyway between the IOKA and the adjacent property at 45 Water Street, and so he acquired the building as well, which was home to the Travel and Nature Store. In the developer's words, proceeding with the construction on both buildings simultaneously will limit impacts to the downtown and give this area an even more attractive appearance when finished by providing a glimpse of the river environment from the sidewalk. Much of the work still remains, including the addition of a new roof, the interior electrical wiring and plumbing, and the mechanical unit installations that will clear the way for the finished interior carpentry work to begin. The developer plans to give Exeter TV another update as the project nears completion.
It was a question I got daily on the street. What's going on with the IOKA? And there was a bunch of different iterations, as we all know. It took some people with some vision and some money to invest in it the way they are right now. It's going to be a phenomenal project. It's the only building that really sticks out into the water. So whoever's lucky enough to buy some of the units up on top are gonna be able to see upriver and downriver. The other uses, of course, he's talking about possibly a restaurant / speakeasy down here, and there's a retail floor as well. So just having this sort of back on the books, if you will, for Exeter is a big, big deal. It's a centerpiece of our town. And it was for many, many, many years as a theater. It was unfortunately not viable as a theater going forward, and what we have for the use now makes a ton of sense. So we're all very happy about it and excited, and soon it'll be finished.